flow, Pinot Grigio, on a litty boat. Where your baby go? This nigga gotta find a Nemo. Here we go. Say she need a poke. I got a big ego. Why you toying with me, Calico? This nigga funny, bro. Better finish your run, let's go. Selection visions from my uncle, no. Always hovering above my dome. Like me and my brother, though. Try to be modest, but I got it honestly. Nigga been putting in work. But you gotta acknowledge that woman beside you when she put bullet in the skirt. Demographic of the people thinking that it's heaven after when we leave. Whatever happened in
Put your nines up, let's go.
never actually agree. We spit
You already know what it is.
Revealing minds in the dream. No wonder we building pies with a team. As the realest guys in the scene. Yeah, I mean.
Out now on all streaming platforms. Can y'all hear me?
I suggest you keep the energy from all around me. One blood, one blood, one blood, one blood.
Yes. They don't play about me. That's for sure. Out now on all streaming platforms. One blood, let's go.
Electric slide across the galaxy. Peanut butter, Wale, Pele, leather fit so magically. Chains, pyramid rings, we move accordingly.
Out to the even say y'all be in here early defense.
They rest in peace, connect with my peeps as I speak life through these melodies.
Lighthouse don't play.
So long way from catching felonies.
It's a divine day, 11/11.
That be my therapy in the shade. Pink lemonade cigar, that energy.
Y'all see the energy?
To every one of my foes and my frenemies. I hear your
they want that
chat.
real.
In case you think it, don't get back to me. I just level up and these toxic fucks be my remedy. A headshot for you and your boys. We call that the Kennedy.
The ancestors don't play about me.
No, they don't.
I suggest you keep the energy from all around me.
It's a movement, baby.
The ancestors don't play about me.
No, they don't.
I suggest you keep the energy from all around me.
Jamaar Milton is the soundtrack to the conscious community. Let's go. Electric slide across the galaxy, baby. Strength, no weakness. We don't do weakness. We do muscle.
Look at that.
Flex.
And you
gotta work on it. This. Yes. 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 Welcome to Frequency Fridays. It's your boy Jamaar Milton, your host for today. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Tashi says she been bumping this since midnight when it dropped. If y'all don't know, that track One Blood is now out. It's on all streaming platforms. You could go ahead and go to your Apple Music, your Google Play, whatever you use to play your music, Spotify, YouTube Music. It's out. It's everywhere. Let's get it. Run it up. Run it up. The ancestors don't play about me. I wanted to do a record for the people once again, you know, something we can live vicariously through. And you know, I know that hook really hits a lot of people at the end of the day because they really don't play about us. We stay leveling up on them. Word to the mother. It's Frequency Fridays. On Frequency Fridays, we do things a little bit differently. We pretty much talk about current events, things that's going on in the news. For the past couple of weeks, it's been the same things that we've been seeing so far going on in the news, just updates on it. Talk about a couple of those things a little bit more extensively now that more news is starting to come out. I would say, you know, first and foremost, I say the thing that's top in the news right now is probably Kyrie announcing that his possible retirement. Right now, I told you how this was going to play out. Right, I told you how it's going to play out, regardless of how, you know, people will try to make it seem. I told you what was going to happen. We're going to delve into that a little bit later today. But before we do that, we got to get the frequency right. Let me shout out the first 9 that came on board this morning. First and foremost, in the building, once again, I think this is the second time in a row, we got Sonia Sunshine at number 1. I don't know how she's doing it. She was on at 8:53. Tia Hamilton at number 2. And I think this was the same play as yesterday. They got the formula. Robin Hoyle out of Detroit. We got Detroit came in at number 3 today. Then we had Charles Harris out of Miami, my second home. Shout out to everybody in Miami. Shout out my nigga Shotty. Mazal. I see you, Grand Rising. Iris and X sending in the word. 3 more people. We got Tristan Johnson out of Houston, Texas. We got to talk, Tristan. Houston, something going on in Houston. I don't know what's going on out there, but we got to talk. Satara Miller Rhodes. I got one more. Who made it to number 9? Ascend 444 made it to number 9. Ascend 444 out of Rochester, New York. I appreciate you for being on here. Do-wah. Shout out to everybody on the feed. Everybody showing love. Everybody that's here with the family. We love you. Right? Thankful to have you here too as well. Krishan Rogers. Thankful to have you here. Sharita Wardlaw. Shout out Sharita Wardlaw. She was the first one to order the Lighthouse Tibet Singing Bowl. She got the first one out of all the bowls that was sold already. She got the very first one. So shout out to her. She received her package and sent me a picture of it yesterday. Shout out to everybody that's been sending me the packages and showing me your Tibet Singing Bowls. Continue to do so. Send those over. I would love to see you guys with your merch and doing your thing in your meditative state and building. That's what it's all about. It's about that growth. It's a beautiful thing, man. And I plan to post some of the commentary and some of the people who have their bowls so you guys can see it later on. Some of the messages that's being sent to me and stuff like that. Because many people, the first time that they saw Tibet Singing Bowl was through the Lighthouse. You know what I mean? So, they didn't trust any other brand but what we were bringing to the table, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. I'm humbled by it. Thank you. So, if you have your Tibet Singing Bowl, if you have any type of meditative device, let's take that out and let's get right and exact. Let's go. I had a very strong charge this morning. That was pretty awesome. I had to catch that one. That was a little bit. Yes. 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 Spirit, activate. That's what we doing. So, let's tap into this conversation a little bit. From a conscious perspective. I already told you how this was going to play out. I already knew how this was going to play out. And I'm fortunate, being in the position that I'm in, a lot of times I see things before they actually roll out. So it almost looks like I'm jumping out the window when I say this. Here's a problem that I have with this situation. Just too many times that we've seen in history where people jump out the window and say things that they ought not say in places where it should not be said. And unfortunately, we're the only ones who lose out in this situation when this happens. And this is what I want to be clear about. We watched Nick Cannon when Professor Griff came on his show, right? That was the end of that, right? Now, there was a lot of information that was pumped on that show, on the Nick Cannon show, right? I forgot what he used to call it, the show where he sat down with folks, right? And was dropping jewels, had certain people on there, right? There's a way that it's supposed to be done. And there's a clever way to do it to where you could get the message across and you don't expose yourself, first and foremost, right? And that's the problem that I have. Too many people who have the knowledge are exposing themselves, right? And what their intentions are. Kyrie, like I said, was behind enemy lines. He had the ability to disguise himself. He was already there, right? One of the best players to ever touch the ball. And he had the ability to disguise himself incognito, having the knowledge that he had, and actually orchestrate change. But once you start, hitting the podium and you start, putting stuff on social media about how you feel about the people that you're working for, and I think that's the part that we forget. that he signed up for this, you're putting yourself in a space to where now everything that you worked for is pretty much going to be diminished. He won't even be mentioned in that category. So now we have to, as a people, we have to rally around him and build him into something else, because as a basketball player, it's not going to exist anymore. So now, we don't have an inside man. Like this is the part that people are missing. Now, the one who's behind the scenes that could actually orchestrate change is not there anymore, right? So unless he hopefully sparked all of the NBA players' brains to walk away from hundreds of thousands of dollars per game, it was just a waste. You understand? It was a waste, and that's what we're not realizing. Like, it's not really doing nothing. We got the outcome, right? What is the fruit of this, right? Is he going to go to the big three? Is he going to start a new league? What is the fruit? What is the outcome? The overall result of making those statements? Because the statements that were made were statements that were things that we already knew. You understand? We already knew that the Jews run things. We already knew that. Like when we hopped on the platform, we already knew that. We've been having this conversation about Zuckerberg, right? Freedom of speech. We've been having that for years. I would have much rather he continued to play the game, and I could care less what anybody has to say about it. He was more powerful there. He was more powerful there. Now they're just going to replace him with somebody who's going to continue to shuck and jive and not even do anything at all. Nope. He was made an example of, right? And sometimes, like I said, you got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. I'm tired of hearing, and they try to trick you and try to say, oh, yeah, that you're a coward if you don't say nothing. No, you're actually pretty smart. Pretty smart. Because the same people that tell you to go ahead and go and say that, they're not going to hold you down. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, they're not going to cut your paycheck. And then we got our leaders that come out there and then when Farrakhan said, oh, forget about it. And Farrakhan said that must be the stance of all black people. Crazy. All these guys that's telling you to go ahead and do that, they good. Like they don't reap any consequences, right? By Kyrie Irving, go ahead and do that. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they don't reap the consequences. Even the people. They don't reap the consequences. So at the end of the day, he said, yeah, somebody said, they're trying to send a message that we give it and they take it away. Yeah, they do. They really do, especially when you sign up for it. You signed up for it. They signed up for it. You got to learn how to move in silence, and I'm going to stand on this to the end of time. You got to be able to move in silence. Sometimes you just got to pop up with results, my G. You know what I'm saying? You just got to pop up with results, and that's how I see this. Stop putting these leaders in front of us, these so-called leaders. I get about 10 more years, he probably won't even be here. Say what you want. That's a fact. So this movement is getting ready to move on out the door, and people are walking away from religions at the end of the day. All this stuff is going by the wayside. We done with this. Period. I don't care what anybody got to say with it. We done with it. We've been sitting on that for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it ain't done nothing for us. We still where we at. Clearly, it's not working. Respectfully, the doctrine doesn't work. So I don't care what these people are saying. I don't care what these old folks are saying. The old folks is what got us here. That's a fact. It's a fact. They the ones that got us here. So now we got to change. We can't keep doing the same things we've been doing, right? We learned from what Farrakhan said back in the day, that this is one of their tricks, that they claim anti-Semitism, right? But we learned that lesson already. We don't got to go through it again. We already did it. So now that we know it's a trick, why would we put ourselves in a position to be under the crossfire once again? Shut up, man. Just shut up. If you sign to play basketball, play basketball. If you want to be an activist, you ain't got to sign nothing. Just go ahead and do that. We got nothing from that situation. We got nothing. We got a bunch of memes, huh? Somebody, y'all got a couple of views on your reels for the day, huh? But we got nothing. You understand? And the reason why I don't quickly jump on this stuff is because, hey, listen, family. Remember when we had COVID? When we had COVID, we had the whole world backing us. For once in our lifetime, we had the whole world backing black people. Like, yo, leave black people alone. Right? Leave black people alone. We had white people running with us. We had all nations, Japanese, Asians, We had everybody riding with us on behalf of this George Floyd situation. And you know what niggas did? They stayed in the house. When it was time to bang, all the people that we talking about today that are black leaders, they didn't come outside. I'm not letting that go ever. Ever. If they didn't come out then, they're not coming out for y'all. And y'all need to understand that. The only way to redeem yourself, right, is by yourself. It's not going to happen by a leader taking you somewhere. Do you understand that? Kyrie had already put himself in a position to win. And not only win, help others to win. You understand? By him jumping out and saying, yo, I know some shit, right? All you did was expose yourself as a target because everybody's not on your level to be able to protect you, and you got to understand that. We can't protect them. You see, all the stuff that was taken from him, we can't just give him right back. The things that he needs to actually move around and make things happen, we can't just give it right back. See what I'm saying? It's very minimal compared to what he had. So now the resources that we could be depending on is gone, right? The charity that he may have been doing for inner city communities is gone. It did not benefit us. We already knew that stuff. It's the same stuff that they've been talking on 125th for the past 40 years. The same stuff that Kyrie put out, they were still talking on 125th. See what I'm saying? I don't care how many people you want to put behind it, right? And then y'all trying to put Kyrie and this guy and Malcolm X and Farrakhan. Y'all trying to put all these people in the same sentence as if they all the same. Like, what is we doing, dude? What is we doing? First off, half the people I mentioned is dead for saying what they were saying. They dead. They dead. Now, somebody say some dumb stuff to get themselves killed. Is that bravery? Is that bravery or is that foolishness? You tell me. Because you're no good to us when you're dead. First and foremost, you're no good to us when you're dead. Right? They put him in the same category as Martin Luther King. No, Martin is dead. Okay? He's dead. And we got to stop putting ourselves in different situations where we're no longer here on this planet and trying to act like it's effective. You know what that is? That's religious residue, right? That's the same people that believe that Jesus is doing something right now. Whether he lived or not, he dead now. He ain't no good to us. Ain't no good to us. See what I'm saying? You ain't no good to nobody dead. Ask anybody whose parents have died, right? Ask anybody who's had a loved one that has died. You ain't no good to me when you're dead. You understand? We need you alive. We need you to be able to out here moving and shaking, inspiring people. See what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in a situation to where somebody tricks you into being tough, right? Just for you to die. Now, let's deal with the subject matter. Let's deal with the subject matter. Last year, Kyrie Irving had a feather in his head, and he said he was a Native American. Many of you follow behind that. You ran out, you went to the powwows, huh? I told y'all, listen, that's ancient African custom. You said, no, we indigenous, we're Native Americans now. We're Native. From here. I've always been here. Now, Kyrie saying, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I think, or I just watched the DVD, right? So all black people's like, yo, no, you're right. We the Hebrew Israelites. Either you were always here or you crossed over. Which one is it? Either you were always here, you were indigenous, or you crossed over. Because being Hebrew literally means the people who came over, who crossed over. That's literally what it means. You know that, right? Get some knowledge today. So did you cross over or were you here? Because that's what we're trying to figure out, right? So lost. We're totally lost, right? Then the other day, like I posted, same day, same day, family. Black folks was running to the polls to vote for white men, right? Running to the polls. Respectfully, no disrespect if you went out and you voted, right? But if you were one of those people who started off last year as an indigenous Native American, then you switched over to a Hebrew Israelite, and now you're voting for your favorite white man. I got a problem with you, man. And we say that we aren't programmed. It's like whatever a celebrity is upset at today, this is what black people get upset at, right? This is why I only give 1 hour a week to all of this nonsense. You get 1 hour a week for current events, because the way black people switch up, this is not a white people problem. Like I told you, I don't have issues with white people out here in this world. I'm keeping it all the way a buck. They really don't bother me. They mind their damn business. They know what I'm about just when I move around the way I move around. They don't bother with me. It's black folk. It's us. It's our people. Where's the problem? Where's the problem? We love to point the finger and say, yo, they doing this to the all they doing is holding down their people. When you look at the end of the day, just look around. All they doing is holding down their people. You know what I'm saying? The long way. You see what I'm saying? With us, no, we place value in everybody else. We place value in everybody else. And then when it's time for us to do us, we don't even know what us looks like. We don't even know. We still doing them because we don't place value in everything that they do. We don't even know what doing us actually looks like. You see what I'm saying? So we trying to, help people to wake up out of this slumber and get up out the matrix and find something new to tap in with, something that really empowers us as a people. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. This program is really, really intense. Like people really, really are caught up in whatever they see on the news. That's all they really can talk about, and they feel like they have to take a stance. Black people feel like we have to take a stance, and you don't. You don't. You see what I'm saying? Krishan said, it will benefit us if we try now, building our nation, come together and put in the work. I believe we family. We can. We absolutely can, but it must be done silently. When you're at war, you don't take a blowhorn and stand out in front of your base, right? And say, we plan on taking over the world and this is how we're gonna do it, step by step. It's not how you do it. See? And this is what I got a problem with when they put somebody in a space and they say, yeah, this is the black leader. No, most of the black leaders that they're calling black leaders were the black leaders of yesterday, not today. Not today. Nope. All them niggas y'all bringing up, that they ain't calling them black leaders, they're the black leaders of yesterday. It's a whole different demographic of people that we living with today, a whole different demographic of black man and black woman that we're dealing with today. We cannot do the same stuff. No. Marching, protesting, lectures, and all the stuff that we doing and posting. We cannot do that stuff today. No. We all have the power and the ability to get the information, the knowledge right off of our cell phones now, to where we don't have to follow behind nobody. We can be self-governed. That is a fact. That is a fact. We don't need a leader. We don't need a leader. All we need is an organized system. That's it. That's it. An organized system that we all can follow. Right? And that organized system is not going to come from one single book. It's not going to come from no religion. It's not going to come from no God, because those are the things that failed us. Those are the things that failed us. We're in a tribal space right now where we have to lead family. We have to lead family, loved ones, and associates. We can't lead We can't lead the whole conglomerate and the whole group because guess what? The whole group is all mixed up anyway. A lot of us is mixed with black, white, Puerto Rican, Haitian. We got all sorts of shit going on. It's not just black and white. It's not. People are trying to find all the different layers of their DNA and how much they got in them. We're utilizing science now. You see what I'm saying? It's not just a black and white thing like it was in the 1920s. See what I'm saying? We are a whole different hybrid of black man, a whole different hybrid of species walking around here. So trying to act like everything is black and white or black versus Jew, it's like y'all just jump from one thing to the next, one name to the next, and you actually lose sight of what this whole thing is about. And it's about coexisting, us being able to live here peacefully with everybody. Leave us alone. That's what it comes down to. Finding your inner peace. Okay? Smash that like button, smash that heart button right now. Smash that like button. Get the algorithm kicking. You know, it is. It's a huge, big ass distraction, Tashi. It's a huge, big distraction. And, you know, like I said, we got to give minimal, we got to take this in small doses. Give them energy in small doses. Don't let the majority of your day be filled with what you see on the news and the airwaves and stuff like that. Don't let the majority of your day be about that. You know, give them a little bit of time and keep it pushing and have your own perspective of what's going on. Because like I said, ain't nobody save Kyrie. Ain't nobody save him. You understand me? People talk about, yeah, I support Kyrie. Okay, what does supporting Kyrie look like? Because that Facebook post ain't doing shit. What does support look like? When you say that, like I said, when somebody says, oh yeah, I support, it's the equivalent of a truck full of thoughts and prayers. It's literally nothing. Nothing. You don't support nothing. You say, oh yeah, you don't support. No, none of us actually support. What's the last Brooklyn Nets game you've been to? What's the last Brooklyn Nets game you've been to? Before you start saying, yo, I support Kyrie. Huh? I just be talking. That's us, niggas. That's what we do. Talk, huh? And violate each other. What else happened this week? This week I had to smoke somebody this week, but we'll get into that. So as you can see, we growing in massive numbers. I wanted to show y'all this, to show y'all what we're doing on Instagram right now. Check that out. We went viral. 194,000. We talked about the symbolism between Ammon and Moses. For some reason, this post has really, really stirred up some energy because, you know, primarily I think a lot of the Israelite talk that's being spoken about right now, you know, because people try to lean on the Hebrewism and Hebrewism kind of, you know, you dealing with Moses, right? So me showing y'all that Moses is fake and Moses is not what you think he is, you know, is bringing some conversation. Now, if you look on the bottom way on the Instagram insights, you'll see here, majority of these people, these are not followers of ours. These are people from outside the walk. The majority of these people, right? The majority of these people that have now logged into this information and is following now are not regular people. 183,000 of these people were not even followers of mine. So this is really encouraging. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just to be clear, we don't have to pay for followers. We don't have to do that. We're pretty heavy out here in these streets. We don't got to pay for likes, views, and comments, and we don't do it for that, right? We pay attention, though. We're aware. We know our power and we know our reach, right? So the lighthouse is huge. Just understand that. We're very, very big, and our reach is very, very strong. And we have a greater responsibility in what we say and what we do, right? We have to move accordingly. We can't get caught up in the trends. You know what I'm saying? Because people are talking about this now. It's like, well, how come you weren't talking about this when Kyrie first got into the league? Why are we talking about it now? Why are you upset now? You see what I'm saying? We was talking this stuff way back then. This ain't nothing new. So now, I had to smoke somebody today. I had to smoke somebody this week because we had it, you know, folks still knocking off my shirts. I just don't. So I had to do this week. I had to do this because it was brought to my attention that there's a young fella that's bootlegging my shirt. It's happened a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring the smoke. But now that we have it trademarked, we're not gonna let it fly no more. So I'm just letting y'all know, those of you who want to try me, like, you know what I'm saying? I got the bag and I'm ready to come for you niggas if you keep trying me. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep trying me, keep stealing my intellectual property. It's bad enough y'all steal my image. You know what I'm saying? We got people that, you know what I'm saying? They wear the crowns like me. They talking like me. You know what I'm saying? It's bad enough. Now you want my merch too? You just niggas want to be me. No ego. It's the actions that make me say this. This is not me. This is not no ego thing. This is for real. So, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't going to blow the brother up, but I asked the brother, I said, yo, why are you knocking off my shirts? You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, what are you doing? Like, that came about. Like, I don't think people know how that came about. That literally came about by me realizing in the moment that Jesus was fake, and it was on live for everybody to see. So when I said Jesus fake, bro, everybody, you niggas in the South ain't saying Jesus fake, bro. Stop it. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? People know when that came alive, when that statement actually happened, and it's on video. You know what I'm saying? And the problem was when I confronted the brother, his take on it was like, you trying to get your rocks off him. I'm like, no, I'm not, bro. I'm trying to protect my intellectual property. And we're tired of people who violate, and then when you tell them, yo, stop violating me, they act like you're the one who violated. Like, what? Bruh, it's trademark. What are you doing? And then I went to the brother's site, and he's in copyright infringing on a lot of people's stuff. He took the Reebok logo and changed it to read a book or something like that. Like, he just took a whole lot of people's stuff and distorted it and twisted it. It's like, damn, black people is doing what the white man is doing. Literally. Why are we doing this to each other? And then act crazy when Jamaar Milton pop up and expose you. It's a lot of people that are inspired by Jamaar Milton. That's fine. Inspiration is cool. But you're not going to take my stuff and start selling it, bro. I'll run down on you. You heard? We don't play that around where we from. You see what I'm saying? That's called stealing. It's called stealing. Run down on you. Understand me? This ain't church. I know y'all looking for church, you know what I'm saying? Turn up. No, this ain't church. Y'all can go back to church if y'all want that. Understand me? I protect what's mine, period. So, had to blow that brother up. Stop biting the Jesus fake brush shirt. Stop biting the slogan. I own the slogan, and I own it being put on shirts. Don't make me send you the goddamn cease and desist, please.
You better chill.
Okay?
You better chill. You better lay low.
I'm not playing. So, welcome to the lighthouse. Welcome to the lighthouse, where we're also protected. You know what I'm saying? We're also protected. You can't just run up in here and do what you want to do. You heard? You're going to run up in here and do what you want to do. Now, One Blood is out on all your streaming platforms. Go ahead and cop that, family. Go ahead and cop that. Please do. Please do. Also, what happened during this week? More news. Oh, yeah, we know his hours look better. Hold on. Let's go over why mine is better. Hold on. Let's go over why mine is better. And we talked about this. First and foremost, what you seen on the right-hand side is what you get. Okay? It's going to look just like that. That's the first. Just visually, you can see what's going on here. Okay? It literally took a line, drew it, right? And didn't even take it out of the box. Didn't even make a vector. Just I don't know. Did they iron this on? It's just crazy. It's crazy. And then on my shirt, you can actually see that it has the Jamaar A. Milton signature on it on the bottom right. Do you understand? Right? And you can see the quality of the shirt. Look the way this guy is clearly fatter than me, right? Right? But look at the way the sleeves is, right? Look at the way the sleeves is around his arms. It don't even hug. How am I thinner than this guy, but it's hugging mine? You see the quality of the shirt? Stop playing with shit, bro. Stop playing with shit, bro. It looked like, I don't know, maybe it wasn't even put on the ironing board. I don't know what that thing looks crazy. And I told him, I said, yo, bro, he got you, bro. He got you. At least, you know what I mean? At least send him a shirt that's iron. I mean, god damn. Crazy. Yeah, and it's not even centered. It's all the way to the right and whatnot. Like, what is... Why even compete, bro? And it looks stupid in blue. Anyway, you don't even know how to invoke the energies. You know, that's segment energy we talking about, man. Red and black and white. That's how we doing it. So, secondly, you know, this shirt is like $20, and you can see why it's $20 because it's trash. Okay, I spent $20 just on a t-shirt alone, a good fabric t-shirt. No way my shirt's gonna go for $20. Crazy. Nothing with my name on it, nothing with my signature is gonna be $20. You heard me? There's levels to this. If you want a $20 shirt, y'all can go in. Y'all can get his shirt. Maybe hopefully you'll get a wash out of it and a wear. You see what his look like. Anyway, somebody said college is done. You know what I mean? How you mess up a t-shirt collar, bro? Damn. So, yeah, so we had to expose that. And then another thing we had to talk about was what was going on with Takeoff, right? Rest in peace, Takeoff. More news started to come out, you know, of what possibly may be going on. The name Jay Prince was getting thrown around here now. Okay. And his crew, Mob Ties, and what happened with that. So I've been watching that closely over the course of the week. You know, being a hip hop artist, I move around a lot. I'm in a lot of different states, a lot of different cities. And like we said, it's the most dangerous job in America is being a hip hop artist. That's a whole fact. And that's why I don't move. I don't move with just anybody. I don't rock with just anybody. You know what I'm saying? If I got to go to a state and ask for protection, then I don't need to be in that state. That's a fact. I don't need to be there. Y'all see how I move in my own city. And my city is dangerous. You understand me? I be in the parks, everything, jeweled up. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because I got that kind of love. But one thing I'm not going to do is just put myself in front of, in front of the wolves. You know, and that's essentially what Kyrie did too. It's like what Kyrie did is the equivalent of having a dope ass gold chain on and popping up in front of, like, you know what I'm saying, 400 thugs that want what you got. You know understand what I'm saying? It's like, here I am, come get me. Here I am. You know what I'm saying? We could avoid a lot of this stuff. Just stop putting ourselves in these situations, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're really ready for the smoke. If you're ready for the smoke, then that's a different story. But, you know, when they bite you and then you start crying, like, nah. Now you're just making us look bad. You should have just shut up. You can't be crying after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Even when Farrakhan gave his statement, he was like, what did he do? Like, that's not what I wasn't expecting that statement, honestly, from Farrakhan. I was expecting something way more powerful, like, we about to go fuck these niggas up. That's what I wanted to do. Like, nah. You know, what did he do? What do you mean? He did what you niggas been doing. Year after year after year. You say flagrant stuff and you lose a bag. That's what you've been doing. Or you make other people lose their bag and then you guys just disappear. You know what I'm saying? Guys just disappear. That's what happens. You say, yeah, go ahead, say that statement. And we go, yeah, and you know what I mean? We lose the bag, and now we back to square one. Like, damn, Kyrie shot. You know, all of them shots. Kyrie, like, what the That's a lot of shots. You were supposed to take the scoring titles and all that. Like, there was a lot that you were supposed to do in that career. Bruh. Now you just, whatever. So, anyway, I might have to cancel my FanDuel or something. I don't know. Something going on this week. We got here in New York. We got one of the homies coming to New York. We got Cyrock coming to New York alongside Cam Bada and Soul Messiah. I think I'm gonna pull up to this event. It's happening on Saturday. So if anybody's looking for some good conscious hip hop music and want to be amongst the A-alikes, pull up, because I think I'm gonna roll out to this one. It's happening this Saturday in Brooklyn. All right, so y'all can see what that energy look like when you hear some positive lyrics. You know what I'm saying? All that. Okay. Now when we hear, you know, a lot of local artists, you know, I won't say a lot, several local artists, and most of them know their lane. think that they're in my lane. If you ain't on this list, right, you're not even in my lane. You're not even a part of the culture. Just understand that, right? When you go to listen to Jamaar Milton music and you see people frequently listen to, these are the names that pop up, right? Cyrock, Cambada, Loaded Lux. Who else pops up on there? Momo Fresh pop. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the people that's in my lane. If you're not in my lane, you know what I'm saying? Just cut it out. And most of the people that's in my lane, like, we don't have no problems. I love it. I love their work. You heard? Inspired. Shoot, hope you got Authentic in the playlist. Man, see, y'all be trying to get me to put all of the new stuff in there. I'm trying to. She about to make me put Authentic in there. I could try and see if I got it. Yeah, Cambada is the truth, man. I rock with Cambada 100%. I think that's the only person that lyrically can even stand next to me when we talking this comedic shit, for real, for real. For real, for real. There ain't nobody lyrically even close, really. You know what I'm saying? When I really want to do this. Why Facebook got my profile like they? I don't know. Yeah, definitely check out Cambada. If y'all know who Cambada is, man, y'all need to get tapped in. You know what I'm saying? He's a lyrical machine. You understand what I'm saying? A lyrical machine. The way he put words together. So yeah, man. Frequency Fridays. That's what we on. Sonia Sunshine is throwing me for a loop because she wants another record that I know I probably ain't got queued up in here. She want Authentic. Authentic is so short too. I don't know if we can do that. Hold on. Let me see. She said she wanted to play Authentic today. Even though we should be playing One Blood because it dropped today. Let me see. See what I could do. Don't y'all get mad at me. I got to blame Sonia Sunshine. She pulling it out from the workday, but she was, rightfully so, she was first on, so she gets the right. You feel me? All right, let's see if I can find Authentic in here. It might take a little second to actually upload it to the computer or something, but I may be able to do it. One blood, one blood. One blood. The ancestors don't play about me. Oh. All right. Oh, that's a wave. See, y'all, man. Sonia, you about to make me come get you, man. Okay, I do got an MP3, so let me see if I could throw this on so we can groove out as requested. And we plug in the those of you from Long Island, make sure y'all hit up my guy DC, get you if y'all see the jacket that I'm wearing today, it's the I Am Strong Island jacket for the winter. Make sure y'all cop, you heard. Okay, yeah, so I gotta get rid of Gas on Fire. You know, this thing only hold but so much memory. Y'all got me out here. They got damn near every song I ever created on here. All right, it's loading up. All right, so get back to the feed. What y'all talking about in this feed? I see it's heavy in here. Hold on. Is that my favorite female MC? Who's fire? Who your favorite? Oh, Cyrock. Yeah, Cyrock. She's real lyrical. You know what I'm saying? It's like she really spit. You know, there's a couple people out there that they're trying to put out there, but they don't really spit. Like, they're not really saying nothing. Cyrock be saying something. Like, when you break down what the lyrics actually say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to really see like, all right, what are you talking about here? You know what I mean? You know, I got my things that I talk about, but I like to listen to what other people talking about too and just like digest it. I don't, you know, they don't have to talk about a specific thing. It just needs to be, you know, more than the norm, the everyday. All right. So I'm about to play the music for y'all. She said she wanted to play Authentic. She was the first one on. For those who don't know, if you're the first one on the feed, you get to choose which outro song we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and play Authentic. Y'all can go ahead and chop it up. Link with the people in your area too, family. I know what we about. I'm saying, get familiar. This is my joint right here, though. Sonya Sunshine like that raw hip hop. Stop playing with her.
It's that nasty cooker.
Authentic on all streaming platforms by Jamaar Milton. Let's go.
I don't promote violence, but since niggas got jokes, off with your head if you try to hinder my growth. You see I'm shining, I'm really into my glow. Bro, you know them hoe ass niggas, always mad niggas, all up in the cypher, smoke the whole glass, nigga. Y'all go out of style, I be so glad, nigga. They gon' say I'm hating, but they so bad, nigga. Really, they'll double cross you too, curving the ball silly. Me as a youngin', they said, look at that boy Willie. Even them frontin' niggas nowadays all feel me. But maybe after that line they won't. Emotions get finicky when you flatline in quotes. We get the bag down and smoke on the first thing smoking when it's that time to go, nigga. Y'all know. Cause when you were authentic, you choose to authentically move. Cause when you were authentic, you choose to authentically move. Cause when you were authentic, you choose to